I know that one of the senators who has been watching this closely asked some questions last October. We've aired some of that on our podcast, and he was really upset and wanting to know why this investigation hasn't moved forward. There was discussion about, working with international partners. We know that the FBI is assisting with this, helping conduct interviews of people here in the United States. Have you been frustrated by the slow pace of this investigation? Because it's been underway since late 2020, from my understanding.
Well, I suppose, and I can be, straight with you, I suppose we got a sense of, because they were movie stars, they were somehow above the law. And that, everybody's equal before the law. You break the law in a country, and it wasn't like it was an accident. There were documents that they signed, and they were just a lie. They knew what they were doing. And if you break the law, whether you're a movie star or a garbage man.
It seems like Amber Heard is not yet off the hook after authorities from Australia expressed how frustrated they are with Amber and the ongoing investigation of alleged perjury violations she committed when she lied and flew her dogs to the country without properly quarantining them. In a recent interview with Barnaby Joyce, he shared his feelings about the case and what he felt were the next plans of the government in making sure that the law bites back at Amber and her very serious violations. So, what did Barnaby Joyce say about the case? And is Amber in danger of facing jail time because of the perjury case? Let's find out. Surprised? We're finally getting more information about the perjury case Amber is facing in Australia. And I can't imagine someone more fit to spill the tea than Barnaby Joyce himself. If you guys can recall, Joyce, who was the Minister of Agriculture during that time, had been pretty active in calling out Heard for her violations of Australian law. In fact, he previously expressed his displeasure with the slow pace of the case, and in a recent interview, he slammed Amber once more for believing she could delay justice simply because she is an actress. In his interview with Law and Crime Network, Joyce opened up about his frustrations regarding the case. When asked about the latest developments in the perjury case, Joyce went straight to the point and called Amber a liar.
The latest, it's become apparent that in her evidence that she gave to the court would be alleged that she was not telling the truth. Now, that's a pretty fundamental part of the delivery of evidence at court. You're sworn, and there's an expectation that what you say will be the truth.
He also explained how serious this offense was, and unlike what outsiders think, Australia takes their biodiversity laws pretty seriously, and they make sure everyone knows that by implementing strict laws.
That's why this was such a big deal, because a lot of people look at it on its face and say, so what? They brought a couple of dogs in and they didn't declare them. Other people, meanwhile, say it's very serious. Explain to the listeners and the viewers why Australia takes something like bringing in dogs without the proper paperwork and the quarantining, why they take that so serious.
There's two things. There's a cultural reason. Australia is an island continent. And we take, as part of our sort of national identity, biosecurity incredibly seriously. Other countries might take religious laws incredibly seriously. They might take espionage laws incredibly seriously. But we take biosecurity laws.
More importantly, Joyce emphasized that in Australia, it doesn't matter if you are a movie star or just an ordinary person. You should be punished equally because, at the end of the day, you broke the law, and that's what matters.
Have you been frustrated by the slow pace of this investigation? Because it's been underway since late 2020, from my understanding.
Straight with you, I suppose we got a sense of, because they were movie stars, they were somehow above the law. Everybody's equal before the law. You break the law in a country.
He also repeatedly mentioned that Amber knew what she was doing. She knows she broke the law by lying about her dog's papers, but still went with her little plan and acted like it wasn't that serious. When asked about the pace of the case, he expressed how disappointed he was because, by the looks of it, special treatment is being given, especially since Amber's violation is pretty straightforward and publicly known already, and yet the case is still under investigation.
It's been taken very seriously. Yet here we have people who committed a crime in Australia against Australian law, which are aware of. Somehow that's special treatment. That's how we see it. So the way to show it's not special treatment is expedite it, get it to a conclusion, and if the person has found that they've perjured themselves, well, show your fair income by doing the same thing that have happened as if it happened in the United States.
Fans are very supportive of Joyce's sentiments. One of them left a comment saying, "I just love that everything is raining down on this woman. Australia has an investigation and her insurance company is suing her. Meanwhile, Johnny is selling NFTs and donating the money to the charities she failed to pay LOL." Another said, "Many people in the United States are embarrassed over this situation. We want it resolved and those who broke the law punished." Well, I think it's safe to say we'll be getting more updates on this matter in the coming days. So make sure to keep tuning in because things are starting to get pretty interesting. How about you? Do you think Amber will get in trouble for perjury? And how do you feel about Joyce's statements? Let us know in the comments below.